Yo, what's happening? It's your man's, the Savvy Investor Dex here. Hope all my Savvy investors out there doing good on this wonderful Friday. I'm actually headed downtown. Well, I'm already downtown. Downtown New Orleans, that is. Obviously. And I'm headed to the courthouse to check on a couple of details within an overage case that I'm working. It's not a whole lot of money at stake here, maybe $2,000. But yeah, I'm coming here today. This quick video is about two things. Number one, staying motivated. Number two, and most importantly, in my opinion, out of the two, is not hustling backwards. Man. Hustling backwards is like the silent killer of a lot of businesses. It's kind of like the diabetes of business, not diabetes, the heart attack of businesses. Like stress is a silent killer. Like hustling backwards is a silent killer for businesses. So I'm gonna start with the motivation part, right? The motivation part is probably a little more complicated to figure out if you're not a motivated person. And when I say figure out, you simply have to figure out ways that you can stay motivated. You know, whatever it is, and that normally is associated with your why. Whatever your why is. I'm sorry for all the background noise, I'm in the city. But that's normally associated with your why, right? I don't know if you got, I just recently had a kid. He's about 2 months old, a little bit over 2 months. So he's definitely my why. But before my kid was here, my why was I don't see myself working until, in my 50s. Realistically, I don't see myself working past 45. When I say working, I mean physically getting up out of the bed to go do it every day. By that time, my passive income will be able to sustain my lifestyle, and anything else I get done won't be done by my sweat equity. So that was my why. I wanted to be financially free by the age of 45. Okay, which it still is a major part of my why. It's just my kid is a part of that why. Now your why can always grow. Don't let anybody. Don't let people make you feel as though, if you hadn't figured it out, that it's a problem. Because it's okay. The only time it's a problem is when you're not trying to figure out your why. And the reason that's such a problem is because if you can't figure out your why, you ain't gonna cut it in no kind of business. None whatsoever. No business out here you will make it in if you can't figure out your why. I promise you that. Because the first time adversity hit and money low in that account, you can't lean on having money. You can't lean on your knowledge. You got to lean on your why. Like, why the fuck do I get up and do this every day? If you don't have that, that's a wrap. Your business is done. And that's just one part of it. It's kind of like the foundation to a relationship. So yeah, bro, I just want to touch on motivation. Secondly, and most importantly, like I said, hustling backwards. That is a no. Wait, did I already say hustling backwards? I don't know. Anyway, hustling backwards is a no, right? And let me tell you why it's a no. Because it ties in with your why. If you're hustling backwards, you don't have a why, you done. If you not hustling backwards and you don't have a why, you done. So these two go hand in hand. If you got a why, but you're hustling backwards, you might be able to make it through, depending on how strong that why is. But hustling backwards will wear you the fuck out. It'll wear you out, and it'll wear out your bank account. That's why I consider myself a savvy investor. The goal is not to spend as much money for my return. The goal is to spend as little as possible and get the biggest return as possible. That's my goal as a savvy investor. So I'll give you an example of hustling backwards in the business that I'm in, right? In the business I'm in, part of it, the overage business. I buy houses, we wholesale them, Some of them we keep, some of them we don't, you know. But the overage part of the business, right? So a lot of people hustle backwards in this business by gathering leads, however they get them, and we'll just use mortgage overages for example. That's my favorite because I just like. I'll explain to you why it's my favorite, you know, in another video. But that was weird. But lost my train of thought. So yeah, okay. So I like dealing with mortgage overages, right? And an example of hustling backwards is if I go look up a list, and that list, you know, from some county's website or some parish's website, and that list has amounts of a writ amount or amount that the property went to auction for, right? Then it has a sold amount. But what that website doesn't have is how many other judgments was against that person that owned the property, right? The person that lost the property, rather. How many more judgments was against them, you know? So if you don't know that, what you in turn do is you go after those leads, and some of them will still have money in the registry, and some of them, when I say they will still have money in the registry, I mean, so you can look it up, like I was just saying, on the county website, and you can do the math yourself. Let's say it goes to auction for $50,000 and it sells for $100,000, right? Well, that tells you it's $50,000 left over in surplus or overage funds. But there is a way to check liens and check judgments against the property owner, the person that lost the property. However, a lot of people that get into this business, all right, a lot of people that get into this business, they don't know that. So they just burn themselves out, calling leads, promising people stuff that they can't get. So that's an example of what I would say hustling backwards in this business is. Kind of like wholesaling, you know. Some people got their own approach with wholesaling as far as should I have buyers or should I have sellers first? Well, for me, I kind of dealt with that, but I focused on really nice neighborhoods, and that was really it. Like, that's still what I do. I just focus on nice neighborhoods, because the area, you can change the house, but you can't change the area. I'm sure you've heard me say that before, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to come to y'all real quick, man. I'm almost to my destination. I'm about to stop at what is this? What's the name of that spot? PJ's Coffee. They kind of whack, bro. They're not whack. I'm just like, it's the spot I go to, uptown New Orleans. It's called New Orleans. What is it, man? I forget the name of it. It's connected to New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood on St. Charles. Anyway, I go there and I get this frozen cafe au lait, and it's like the best, most delicious thing ever. But I'll settle for PJs anyway. I need a little caffeine in me. Anyway, bro, I just wanted to come here, scream at y'all about that. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Appreciate y'all for checking out this vlog. It's the Savvy Investor Dex. Y'all like, y'all subscribe, and we gonna learn together and grow together. And I'm gonna show y'all how to get this money and be savvy about it. You know, don't spend a lot of money. We'll talk about it. I appreciate y'all time.